Yo, 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 it's your main man, King Castro X, coming at you guys live and direct with another episode of the Comic Cons podcast. Kids, we are finally back. I have no idea what number this is. We have been so busy, me and my co-host in the building. Introduce yourself, young king.
Hey, what is up, everyone? Good to see all of you. We don't really see you, but we see you. Good to see all of you. It's Young Master Jules back in the building.
Just like John Cena, we can't see you,
You
kids.
can't.
Was
You
that
can't.
horrible? Was that bad?
That was good. That was good.
We're in the building, man. We finally have returned, Jules. How are you, my brother? What is
Um,
good, baby?
so recently, I'm probably about 4 days now, 5 days. I've been constantly hungry. I've been
You
doing this intermediate fasting to help with the weight loss. Every 24 hours, I'll eat a meal, and then the rest of the day, work out, drink water, enjoy my life. So
right,
yeah,
right.
just constantly hungry all the fucking time, but same old guys. If you remember, work out, work, socks on or off podcast, all that fun stuff. Um,
So I'm trying to add on. I'm not trying to cut you off. You keep going.
oh, it's all right. I got to this point of thinking to where like everything I do now and everything that's in my life seems so real. Like the future seems so real. My child getting older seems so real, and it's really been like fucking with my perspective of life. Because I feel like, let's just say a month ago, like I had an idea of what I wanted to do. We had an idea where we want to go with the podcast or with just life. But recently, man, it's just been seeming like I have to make more of an effort. Not that I'm not making an effort, but I feel like I just have to push so hard because it'll be here before we know it, and we don't want to get lost in the time. We don't get left behind with different opportunities, different things that we can add to our life. So just been a constant battle between like how do I figure out everything now.
100%, man. It seems you're going through something I went through when I had just hit 29. I don't know if you remember that when we first kind of linked up, or a little bit after we first kind of linked up. I went through a little transition, man, where life just started looking real. It just started looking too real, man. So I had to take the time to really set back and come to grips with who I am and where I'm at. And then through that, I decided I'm gonna push forward and everything's gonna be fine. So
Yeah, so somebody told me like between 25 and 29 is when you get like your mature or
midlife.
your adult mind, or for men. So I was like, bro, that's what it feels like. It feels like a veil was like lifted off my eyes, and like
Definitely.
things just seem like I told everybody like, bro, I woke up one day and everything just started feeling fake. Like nothing felt real. Like it just felt like I'll wake up from this dream and and wake up the same person I was,
Mm.
previously. But now, I'm looking different, feeling different. My mind is thinking different, and it just feels weird. So I just gotta get comfortable, get used to this new version of me because fuck, in a year, 2 years, we won't even look the same, bro. So it's like we have to now be reintroduced to who we are, but a new version of who we are. Like yeah, we look different, but everything that comes with that, like the chemical change, because of how we are now, like it's just a lot. So we have to relearn ourselves.
Definitely, man. I feel like very much for me again on the 29 thing, I had there was a moment where I had to, kind of revisit who I am for a little second. But just be patient with you. Remember, try to remember who you are, man. Hold on to that, and I think it's going to be absolutely wonderful. Uh, for those of you guys that don't know, me and Jules are going through quite a bit of changes in life. That's why we have not been here, ladies and gentlemen. Jules, right before we left, had started taking up working out very heavy. I think he did it for a few months before we left. He's doing the boxing. He's, training very heavily.
Bro,
He's
it hurts, bro.
definitely in a great way though. Uh he's, spending a lot of time with his young man and things of that sort. I have also taken up working out as well as another art form. Professional wrestling kids. Castro is trying his best to become a full-time pro wrestler. So I'm training in school 3 times a week and in the gym 4 times a week. Me and Jules have just been crazy, crazy, crazy busy. Have we read any comics, kids? Not a whole lot. Have we watched a lot of stuff? Not a whole lot, kids. But we are back and we have made the agreement between one another that instead of releasing edited episodes, if you want to catch the Comic Con's podcast, kids, from here on out for the time being, we will be doing live episodes. Therefore, we can just get rid of the edited episodes for a while. I personally, as the the editor, if you will, you know what I'm saying, love the look of the edited episodes, but don't have the time to edit. But I have a responsibility not only to myself, to young Master Jules, and to those of you guys that care to tune in to release content once a week, every Wednesday. So here we are, finally back, finally returned. You guys are going to be able to catch us. I don't know if it's going to be 8 a.m. every Tuesday, 9 a.m. every Tuesday, but we'll see what we can do. It might be 9 a.m. every Tuesday. We'll see. But we're back, kids. I'm happy to be back, Jules. It's been quite some time since I've got to sit here and nerd out with you over things that we do love. Um, like I said, I haven't been doing too much involved in the nerdy world other than trying to be the biggest nerd ever, a professional wrestler. You know what I'm saying? I have been playing Suicide Squad Kills Justice League, which we'll talk about a little bit. Have you been watching anything? Anything new? Have you been reading? What's up with you?
Yeah, man. So I took the liberty to try at least for my personal enjoyment to read a comic. I probably haven't opened my what is it, my comic box, whatever it's
Mm-hmm.
called, in months. So I was like, let me go ahead and at least reunite with something that brought me joy at a certain point in time. Let me
Right.
see if I can rekindle that excitement, and which I did. Uh, so I read 8 Billion Genies. I think it was book
Very nice.
three
Which
and four,
Scott
four and
Cobb
five.
put you on those books, right?
Yeah, shout out to him. Great series. And then I read some Punchline Gotham games. And for people who remember, Punchline, she had her own um, little graphic novel, if you would call it. They took over, her and Joker took over Gotham, damn near killed Batman, all that fun stuff. So this is the aftermath after she gets acquitted for all her crimes. And now she is trying to reunite the what is it called? The Royal Flush Gang. So
Okay.
she brings in two retirees, I believe that's the word, of a Royal Flush Gang, and now they're trying to take over Gotham. But what she is trying to do right now, and Batman is trying to stop her. She's trying to kill this lady who is being protected by Catwoman. Not really protected by Catwoman, but they have a relationship. And one of the cool things that Batman said, which scared the living hell out of me, and I think I sent this to you, and he was talking to Punchline. They were on the roof. Everything in Batman happens on rooftops, right?
That's the place to be in Gotham City, baby.
Right? Like if it was in Oklahoma, this nigga would just be on the ground by the river or whatever. Just anyway, um, he was like, Punchline, I will hurt you. I'm not fun to play with. I don't know if Joker told you wrong, but I'm not fun to play with. And I was like, oh my God, Batman, she's a woman.
I don't
Why
know if
would you,
Joker misled you,
bro? Why would you say that? And
but
she
I
was
will
like,
whoop that ass. That's hilarious.
but this is how you know Punchline's a gangster, bro. She was like, oh, is that true? Well, looks like I have to make my own fun. Grab the bitch, bro, and threw her off the rooftop. I was like, oh my
That's
God.
such a Joker thing. That's such a
Yeah.
Joker thing. That's
And then
beautiful.
and what was how it ended was Batman of course jumping off the roof, saved the girl, and um Batman was like, man, you lucky, or you better hope she survives. And he was like, not because of what I would do to you, but what Catwoman would do to you. And I was like, okay, that's pretty gangster. So I'm gonna have to read issue 3. I have all 6, but
Nice.
also reading A Billion Genies. I just a little sum of that up. So a random day, everybody gets a genie. Literally, everyone in the world gets one wish. And as you would suspect, people wish for dumb shit. People start to die. Um, Chaos, ensues the world. And every end of the book, it says how many genies are left and how many people are left. So, like by book 4 or 5, there's thousands of people left, not even billions anymore. So people are dying.
Wait, so
And
once all the genies are gone, do wishes stop?
yeah. So,
Okay.
oh yeah. So, okay, it takes place in this bar, and
What?
the bartender, the owner, when the genies first popped out and explained what they were, he was like, "All right, my wish is everything in this bar and everything or everybody in this bar cannot be hurt by the shit outside. So whatever happens outside, it can't infect in here." So people are holed up, they're trying to figure out what's going on, asking a lot of questions, and then um, what is unique about this? You get everybody has a genie, so you get different wishes. But there was this kid, him and his dad was there. His dad was an alcoholic after his mom died of, let's just say, cancer. So the kid and the dad was there. The dad kind of sobered up or whatever and was like, you know what? I know drinking's hurting my child. I know that I've been a bad father. So he wishes for his wife to be back. But remnants are only alive as long as the person is alive. So let's just say I wish back somebody. If I die, that person dies again.
Oh wow.
So the kid was like, well, I don't want any of you to die again. So he turns himself into a superhero. So this big ass superhero, right? And he was like, Mom and Dad, I'm going to go out there and find somewhere safe. So he goes out there and experience chaos. Of course, since they're superheroes, there has to be supervillains. So he is just seeing all this death and destruction. So when it really hit the fan is when he was about to die. He was about to die, and he was like, I'm only 8. And the superhero next to him, who was like bleeding out, he was like, well, I'm only 7, and dies, bro. I'm like,
What the
oh
heck?
my goodness.
That's
So it
tough.
goes, yes, but it's tough, bro. It's tough. And they go back to the bar, and then the genie, they're all talking or whatever, but the barkeep, they were like, man, how are you prepared? Because he's prepared, like, have food, guns, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, bro, how are you so prepared for this? And he reveals that he himself is a genie. And the only reason he looks different, he looks human, is because the genies come at like the 8 billion mark. So
What do you mean
like
8 billion
because
mark? Like
eventually we'll just get overcrowded and be too many people.
the 8
So at
billion
the
people? They come at
8
8
billion
billion
people.
people?
Yeah. So
Okay.
at the 8 billion mark around there, the genies come to population control. But he was like, well, the last time there was 8 billion people, the person who I was with was the last person to make a wish. So I was able to stay here. That's a thing. So
Oh
if you're the
wow.
last person, if you're the last person, you get to stay there.
Okay.
And that's where it ended. So it says, come back in the next book or whatever. In the next, so what's dope is like, oh, this all happened in this. What will happen in the next 3 months or 3 weeks? And then it just, gets you ready for the next book. But those are the books I've been reading, man. I'm excited about them. I can't wait to get back into nerdy shit. I
Me
feel
as
like
well.
I don't know if it's me, but like with time change, for some reason it reminds me of different things I did like a year ago or 2 years ago. So like around this time, I feel like I was getting more into comic books. So like the weather is making me want to read. It's kind of a weird thing. I don't know.
Cold weather makes you want to read comics, man. I agree. I like it. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that or like a nice rainy day. I open my blinds. I lay on the floor.
Or on the beanbag. That's what we
Yeah, put on
got.
some
So
lo-fi music, bro.
yes, sir. I
Good
get
time.
distracted when other sounds are going on when I read, though. I gotta kind of
Oh, really? I
quieten
don't
the
know if I
house.
don't know if I could do complete silence. I think I
I
need
do
like
it. That's my jam. 1,000 genies sounds
a
pretty
billion,
interesting. 1 billion
8 billion,
genies.
8 billion.
Who wrote the book and art?
Charles Soule and Ryan Browning.
I wonder what else they've done. Yeah, that book sounds really interesting. The concept sounds incredible. Got some dark tones as well. How's
For
the art?
sure. It's beautiful, man. Like
Can we
it's
see it?
yeah, 100%. I can't see you, so let me know if you can see it.
Yeah, no, that looks dope, man. That looks fire. Looks very detailed.
Yeah, and
Uh,
this guy, same process, Asian dude. His wife was pregnant, and he is like, turn me into whatever I need to turn into to save my, to protect her from all this shit. So he's kind of on the same mission as the kid or whatever.
that is insane.
Oh,
So
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just say, did he turn into a superhero, or he
He
looks
did. So he kind of turned into like this guy right here, like a cyborg
ninja?
kind of guy. He knows martial arts. He he learned martial arts or whatever.
No, that's awesome. That's
But
super awesome.
he was going, and the reason he wanted to do that is to go to this place he had a meeting at. I guess this person tried to blackmail him before the genies came. And he went there, and the guy was still trying to act tough for blah blah blah, and he just killed the dude. He was like, "Bro, I made a wish of being that guy," so he just ends up killing him, and it's pretty dope.
It sounds like a
But this
really
one,
good book, man.
this one too. You said you wonder what other books they did. This one looks really good. It's called Cursed Words. It's by Charles Soule and Ryan Browning, but he has a
Very
fucking
nice.
koala, bro. So it's
Look
like,
at that beard, bro.
yes, bro, it looks dope.
That's a man right there.
It's a man's man.
That is, chat. That is a man's man.
Speaking of men's men, Peaky Blinders, man. I finally saw
Phenomenal.
your guy KIA, man.
KIA.
Killed an actor.
Okay. You wait, what? You saw what?
Fucking
Tom Hardy die?
yeah, bro.
Spoiler alert, kids. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen
Peaky Blinders,
Peaky Blinders, it's been out for quite some time, kids. Phenomenal series, Jules. I am so happy you're watching it. I have been on Peaky Blinders for a very long time. They're the ones who inspired me to get the undercut and things like that. You saw Tom Hardy die.
yeah, bro. Because after everything, he was just a bad person. I mean, he wasn't a bad person. He couldn't be trusted. So at the end of everything, he meets Tommy. Tommy's the leader of the Peaky Blinders. He meets Tommy on this beach with a dog, and Tom Hardy's character, like even though he can't be trusted, bad person, he is funny as fuck. He don't give a fuck, bro.
He a G, bro. He's so swag when he talks.
He was like, I want this place, and he was like, "Are you gonna kill the dog?" He was like, "No." He was like, "Good. I'm gonna need you to watch the dog. He's gonna be sad after all."
He doesn't care, bro. He's just.
He was like, he's gonna be sad after all this, so make sure you take care of him. He was like, "I'm not." He was like, "Ah."
I wonder if it's like a defense tactic. That's why he does that in heated moments. He just I'm gonna crack jokes and see how this gets me.
Well, but if you remember, he was like, "Yeah, man." He was like, "Yeah, mate. I got fucking cancer. They said I could have got it during the war with all the smoke." And Tommy feeling bad, but Tom Hardy's looking straight, and he's just talking. He was like, "Look at me." Tommy was like, "Look at me, look at me." I guess he didn't want to like kill him without him looking, I guess.
Yeah.
And Tom like turned around and shot him through the fucking coat, bro. Tom Hardy turned around, shot him through the coat, and then Tommy shot him in the face, bro. But it was But here's the thing. I know you finished it, but he shot him in the cheek, and did it look like it went through? It looked like he grazed him.
Stop while you're ahead and just watch the show. Don't ask too many questions,
bro. Because I be gangster. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, just watch.
Yeah, I mean that's. And then some more nerdy shit.
Wait. We're not done with Peaky Blinders. Hold on. That's my show, bro.
Oh, my bad.
I love this show, kid. Tom Hardy has not Tom Hardy. Cillian Murphy, who's Tommy Shelby, has one of the coolest, most calculated characters in TV that I've ever seen. He is so like together with everything he does. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the most infamous, notorious, terrifying businessmen of all time. Would you agree?
Yes. To put it in perspective, there was these people that they were trying to protect. If you know what the mob and people of that protection means, give me money and I won't break your shit.
Yes.
There's this guy that sent the Peaky Blinders a letter. He was like, I don't even know y'all, so your threats don't scare me. They ended up killing that boy. He sent crazy ass Arthur, and they ended
Arthur
up
is a
killing.
crazy
They
dude.
ended up killing him, and he was like, "I bet you heard of us now." I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
I
Oh,
never thought I'd be talking to you about Peaky Blind. Arthur is G, bro. He has the best hair to me too. I love the way he is. It's just slick back, bro. He's a nut, my guy.
the Peaky
You saw
fucking
the
blinders, man.
you saw the wedding scene when they're all in the kitchen and they're talking or
Yeah,
whatever, and
no fighting, no fighting, no fighting.
boom. Yeah, hilarious, bro. Like that's my.
And then Arthur throws his food at him, bro.
It's a phenomenal show. I'm so happy you started it, Jules. I
My
can't wait.
my favorite thing, and the reason I started because I saw clips
So,
prior.
yeah. What made you start that show? Because we haven't talked
So,
about it.
so
Have we ever?
I saw clips prior, and I always thought it was cool. I'm just bad at getting into movies, right? Or
Okay.
TV shows, TV shows, whatever. It's hard for me to sit down and get into shit. But I got Netflix, so I was like, you know what? Let me watch something.
Hmm.
And the reason I picked that one specifically because again I saw clips. But my favorite clip and the reason I like the show is if when they're all together and let's just say the brothers are talking and somebody laughs and one of them will be like, "Are you laughing at my brother?" And they end up like fighting the people. Like it's so cool because it shows like that unity between brothers, but also just how tough they are because they were in the war together.
They were
They were tunnelers, so they had to like dig through shit. It collapsed on them, like
so
they.
terrifying.
But that show also shows how medicine wasn't what it is now. PTSD, fucking, all this shit that they were going through, addiction, things of that nature. They just thought, especially with the person at the beginning, I forgot his name, but he has PTSD. He keeps hearing bombs and shit.
Oh yes, the bald guy.
Yeah, and he ends up
Mhm.
killing the Italian. And it's like, bro, how many soldiers, how many this, and this at that time, even now, go through these things, and nobody knew what it was. Tommy was because Arthur was going through his own version of PTSD, and he was like, Arthur, the war's over. Leave that shit behind, like I did. And it's like, bro, it's not that simple. But it also shows Tommy. Yes, he's the middle child, and he keeps everything together. But the reason he was able to not have PTSD, in my opinion, is because he even said it because his brain keeps going. Every time he rests, then that's where that shit comes. And
So I was gonna
I,
say he has his own versions of the PTSD, very much
for
so,
sure.
and it
But it
shows
truly
much
shows it.
later. You'll see,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
go
because
ahead.
it shows after he killed the Italian dude dies. He's like, hey, I think it was Arthur. He's like, nobody's trying to kill us. We're good. Relax. And it was
Hmm.
hard for him to do that, bro. So now I'm at the part where the bully boys, the Bolly boys, or something like that.
Hmm.
They just killed the Mr. Golds. They killed his son, the boxer.
Okay,
They killed
nice.
him, and that's the part I'm on. But the dude who plays Mr. Gold, the gypsy dude, I
Hmm.
think he's the nigga from
Yo,
the the Flash series. He was the
maybe.
doctor.
I don't remember that. I don't remember. I've not
Uh,
watched the Flash
Watch
series.
CW Flash, man.
I hate CW shows,
No,
kids.
CW Flash and CW Arrow was where it's at.
I hear it was great. I hear it was great. I just haven't spent time on it yet.
For sure.
I feel Titans was an isn't it very much could have been a CW show minus it being kind of adult. But I'll check it out one of these days, man. I definitely will. One thing I love about the Peaky Blinders, man, is the dialogue. Tell me if you agree. Like just the dialogue amongst them is written so well.
It is, but the accents are not too thick. I just can't understand them, so it
I
fucks me
feel
up.
like if you're not familiar with the Birmingham accent, whenever I first started watching the show, I was like, "What the fuck are they saying?" So I had to watch it back after a while, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Yeah, no, the accents are very, very thick, very heavy. But once you understand what they're saying, that dialogue is insane. They
Well,
wrote
fuck,
that show.
I'm already on season 5, and I'm still not really used to it. because I'm bad at putting on subtitles because I have to look at the subtitles for
My
some
wife is
reason.
the same exact way.
Like even though I probably understand if the subtitles are there, I'm looking at them and I hate it.
It's because you have to watch Top Boy as well, alongside this show because they're
Oh
both
boy,
UK gangster shows, and it will lace you up. So Top Boy is a modern day gangster show, and Peaky Blinders is Prohibition era. I think you really would love Top Boy. It's produced by Drake. Really good, really phenomenal show, bro. A
by
lot of people
Drake.
by Drake. A lot of people don't know about the show. They sleep on it, but like it's like one of my favorite shows of all time on Netflix.
Hmm.
So it's definitely worth
Hot
watching.
boys. For some,
Yeah, bro.
I feel like you told me about that once.
I have, bro. They be
I don't
stabbing
know.
each other, throwing acid on faces and stuff because they ain't got guns. Like them boys is. You think it's all tea and crumpets in the UK? Nah, bro. They get busy. They get busy for real. Anyway, kids, that's awesome that you're watching Peaky Blinders. That makes me so happy. That is one of, like I said, I'll say it again. Last time, one of my favorite shows of all time, bro. So good on you, kid. Good
Thank
on
you.
you. You been watching anything else?
Oh.
Because I have. I have been watching things. I just want to make sure I don't
Yeah, I
trample
mean,
over what you got.
some anime here and there. I just finished.
Oh, what anime you watching, baby?
Oh, how do I not remember?
Mm-mm. See, Jules, you
Okay.
showed up
Oh,
to the.
excuse me. It wasn't an anime. It was a Korean zombie TV show, which was really good. It was really good.
Okay, what
It's
is
called
this?
it's called We Are All Dead. Phenomenal.
It's dark. It's
And
really
it's
dark.
pretty dope. I'm not going to go all the way into it, but check it out on Netflix. But it's really dope on how the virus comes a thing. Somehow, or in different, it's just a virus that somebody catches or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one there was a high school science teacher who was pretty smart, but his son kept getting bullied. His son did not want to fight back, so he came up with this hypothesis um, that if I heighten my son's like fear level or whatever, or adrenaline or something, he will fight back. So he came up with this thing from rats. Let's just say rats. If the
Okay.
rat is cornered, of course it'll be scared, but eventually it'll be so scared it will fight back, and sometimes it will win. So he extracts that chemical that a rat produces and mixed it with his son. And I guess that combination made the zombie virus because that virus wants to survive so much, it eats away everything.
Like a
And,
parasite?
huh?
Like a parasite?
Not really. So think of your, yeah, sure. So let's just say cancer.
Okay.
Cancer can be like killed or burned off. Let's just say cancer was so afraid of dying that it rapidly, like you had, like once you got it, it was over. So
Okay.
basically, that's what this virus is. It wants to survive so much. So when you turn into a zombie, it's not that you're hungry, but you're also so scared that you attack the other person. So it's a pretty big twist. It's really good, man. The fights are fucking phenomenal. Koreans know how to act. They're good at
Bro,
fighting.
Koreans are fire, bro. They're
Well,
fire. Shout out to
some
Korea.
some people some people say they're the black Asians.
I don't
That's what
know
they got
about that,
curly
but
hair. Aren't they the breakdance people?
I don't know, man.
I feel like
I
Koreans
don't
are the
know,
breakdance
Jules.
kings, man. Because I don't.
I think you're out there on your own on this one. I'm gonna let you have that. I have no idea. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no, but it's really good.
Cheers to the
But
Koreans.
yeah, the anime I'm close to finishing is uh Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu
Nice.
Kaisen
Heard great
has
things.
been phenomenal. They've done which is dope. It's a I think like 2022, 23 anime, and they reference a lot. They reference like Naruto. They reference some other stuff in there, which was pretty funny. But it's really good. The fight scenes are phenomenal. So basically, I think everybody has curse energy, or you can learn to use curse energy or whatever. And the premise is a sorcerer has to go around exorcising cursed spirits. But now
Mm.
there's a war because one of the sorcerers got taken over, and now all these cursed like grade A cursed objects that can communicate, that are can fight really well. They're in the war, and Kojo, I think, is the strongest because he has it's called Sixth Sense,
Okay.
and I think that causes him to be stronger, and which is dope because he has this domain expansion, and domain expansion is like your will, and his is called Endless Void, and it is crazy. Like you have to check it out. But
I've seen the
he
first 2 episodes of the show. I didn't
okay,
watch past
okay,
that yet.
but yeah, but he's gotten captured. So Itadori, the main character, has to fight whatever because he has a demon inside of him. Oh, I forgot the guy's name. But anyway, and that demon came out for a little bit because every time he eats a cursed finger, that is the demon's fingers. Like he's eating real demon
It's so
fingers.
gross. Like,
He
imagine how that would
fucking.
taste. Does it have like a crunchy texture? Soft? Is it like
I
Funyuns?
feel like since it's so old, it would be like
Funyuny, right?
pork rind. Yeah, pork rinds, but like death.
Like, what is the flavor of death, though? Like black pepper?
Nah, probably worse than that. You think people eat black pepper, brother? You think
I
just
like black pepper, but I don't want the finger to be nasty, right? Like, if I'm gonna eat it, I'm
beggars
trying to
can't be
get.
choosers?
Don't eat people, kids. Continue your story, Jules.
Eat ladies. Anyway, um,
Shout out to my wife, though.
but anyway, it's a really great
Sorry.
anime. I don't know
I've
if I
heard it's
started.
fire.
I'm sorry.
I said I've heard it's fire.
Oh yeah,
Jujutsu
I'm
Kaisen.
continuing watching One Piece. I'm a couple episodes behind, but One Piece has gotten phenomenal. They just left Wano, which was the last story arc. It was samurai shit. Um, the samurai, like, it was a couple samurais that got sent into the future because there was a prophecy that somebody's going to come and save Wano from an emperor, basically. And it was Luffy and his crew, and it was just phenomenal. People died, betrayed, like it was a lot of good things. So now it's a new adventure. Everybody gets new bounties. I mean, as you can see, I have the wanted posters, but everybody who was at Wano got new bounties. So everybody's like fucking happy because as a pirate, you want to be, the most feared, the
Most
highest bounty.
infamous. Mhm.
Yeah, so Luffy has like 3 billion now. Zoro, who's his second in command, is like 1 billion or 2 billion. Like it's fucking crazy. Some other people are top
That's dope.
tier. Yeah, so there's some alliances, there's some fights that's going on. Um,
No, that's
Phenomenal
awesome.
show. I know Dragon Ball is coming out with a little new series. It's kind of, I don't know if I'll like it. I'll probably watch it just to give it a shot.
Hmm.
But it's more
I'm
like
all,
cartoonish. It's
isn't
a
this
cartoonish,
superhero?
huh?
Isn't this superhero? Isn't that what this one's called?
I think Superhero was the last movie. I could be wrong,
Mm.
but it's something. But they're like small. They're
Yeah, Goku's a kid again.
yeah. Okay. So yes, we're on the same page. So yeah, probably Superhero. Um, So I don't know. I'm not looking forward to that because in the manga, there's a new villain called
Uh,
Moro. Huh?
it's called Dragon Ball Daima. Daima.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. But
Hmm.
in the manga, there's this new character called Moro. He looks like a goat, but Goku, is fighting him in Ultra Instinct mode. Oh, you need to get into Dragon Ball. Oh, you need to catch up because you are on Dragon Ball. You're on Dragon Ball Z, right? But
Yes.
anyway, and Vegeta learns this new technique from the same race of people who taught Goku instant transmission. But
Just
the
learned about them
different,
yesterday. That's dope.
huh?
I just learned
Oh,
about them yesterday. So
gangster. But what's dope is Vegeta learned something different. He learns spirit control or key control or some shit like that. So what that is if he hits you, whatever either key or something in your body gets released at a punch.
Energy, correct?
Yeah, so let's just say, like, you know how they have fusion in Dragon Ball? So I'm assuming if somebody fuses, if Vegeta punches them while in that mode, it splits them. So it looks really cool. I think he has purple hair. It's fucking dope.
Nice, dude. I do plan on watching that eventually. So, as you know, Jules, audience, you guys don't know. Me and the wife have been binging Dragon Ball Z as of recent. Literally last night we just met the first two androids. I think it's 19 and Dr. Giro or whatever his name is.
Dr. Giro.
Yeah, Dr. Giro.
Oh, you're in the good parts, brother man.
Yeah, so it's been such a ride. Vegeta's my personal favorite character. My
I
wife's
knew it. I knew it would. I
yeah,
knew it would.
my
Well,
wife's is Piccolo.
because like once you get further, you will see like Vegeta is. I'm pretty. He has a lot of common because like he's gonna have a wife. He protects her like a lot like you. So like I think you'll really
Appreciate
enjoy him.
that.
My favorite quote. I wouldn't say favorite because there's a lot of good Vegeta quotes, but you'll get there. But he's like, tell me, does a machine like you experience fear? And that right there, I was like, oh my god.
That's gangster.
Oh.
Yeah, Vegeta's just the realest. Vegeta and Piccolo, like Piccolo seemed to be the only one that got common sense out the bunch a whole lot. He seemed to be the only one that's like,
Because he's the
yeah.
weakest. Not the weakest, but
He's Batman, bro, to the Justice League. Like, that's who Piccolo is in that show, bro. Dead ass. He had a moment yesterday where he, you know what I'm saying, everybody was like, what do we do? And he just dropped a plan on him. And then just, they did it. I'm like, that's Batman, bro. He Bruce Wayne.
if Piccolo was Batman, Goku wouldn't have died fighting Radix. That's all I'm saying.
They were early stages, man. They were early stage Batman.
What was he, Batman year one then?
Year one Batman. yeah. No, but the show's been dope, man. The Frieza saga was crazy. I'm a big fan of Raccoon. I decided whenever I debut, I'm gonna have a move called the Raccoon Elbow because he names all of his moves. I'm gonna come off the top and yell Raccoon Elbow and drop it on the motherfucker's head, real nasty like. So that's gonna be fun, guys. Raccoon's probably my favorite Ginyu Force member. The rest of the Ginyu Force is kind of mid to me, respectfully.
Raccoon is pretty gangster. He was really throwing, man. He beat Vegeta ass, bro.
He did. Frieza's a thug, but Trunks washed his ass with like 2 slices type shit.
But that should show you what type of time these androids are on.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm already kind of familiar with the androids, but I'm ready to run it back. Shout out to 17, I think. Looking like Bardock or looking like a raccoon out here, like a skinnier raccoon with the hair. Yeah, that's the redhead, right? 7, 6.
Oh, the redhead. No, that's 16.
Is it 16? Okay,
16.
okay, 16. Yeah. But I'm excited, man. What's cool, bro, is just getting to watch anime with my fucking wife, though. At the end of the day, like that's what's dope. To transition on over to what's next. We've been playing Resident Evil 6 together. Doing some co-op gameplay, which again, just super awesome. We beat Juwlz. Dig this. 3 storylines, bro. The game comes with 4. We beat 3. We have 1 to go, and then we beat the entire game. These are about 4 to 5 hour stories each. We've been cooking, and my wife is getting headshot after headshot after headshot, bro. Like, she ain't here to play no more. She ain't a little gamer. She a real gamer, Jules. She has come live and in charge. Why are you looking away?
I was looking at the clock. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, it's about time to go work out.
Yeah, we got workout time, nerds.
We are going to work out right after this, guys. It's gonna be a big one. Yo, and then on top of that, Jules, I've been playing when I have the time. Suicide Squad Kills Justice. I ain't gonna give you no spoilers.
I'm just poor, bro. I can't.
Nah, I ain't even gonna spoil it. What I'm gonna tell you is this, Jules. Don't listen to the reviewers on YouTube.
Bro, people are pissing me off, bro.
Shit, bro.
People
I don't see what the deal is.
I'm like, what the fuck?
It's lit. It's a cool little game.
I loved it.
It's fun. You played the beta. It's a great game. You know what I'm saying?
No game. Hopefully we'll get it. but no game will beat Arkham. No
That's
DC
what
game
I'm
will
saying.
beat Arkham. You
Let it
can't.
be. Let it
But
be.
because they keep comparing it. Arkham, bro, like Arkham was gangster. You can't really fuck with Arkham. Could it
I
have been better?
agree.
Could Ar- You know what they need to do to
No, it
make
could have
people
been better.
happy?
You're high.
To
No.
make you know what they need to do?
What, man?
Remaster Arkham.
Oh yeah, with the PS5 graphics, bro. What? What? Come on, man. That's what we
Okay, now
want.
write in a petition.
Where?
I don't know.
Oh, you just, I was
However
like,
people put petitions.
how? Arkham is one of the best games of all time, but Suicide Squad Kills Justice League is definitely a fun time. The story is so good. The dialogue back and forth amongst the team as you're just fucking flying through the world is hilarious.
Yeah,
The
they put so
combat
much.
is cool. Like I'm having fun with the combat, man. It's a good
I
game.
still don't. Oh, now we can talk about it. I don't like the reload. How you have to hit them with your melee or not reload your armor. I didn't like
that part's tough, but you get to a point where you're just so nasty to where you got that blue shit up, and then so it's you're flying in there, boom, 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 drop down, bow, melee, back in the air, like it.
Because what it kind of reminds me of is playing with Red Hood during Gotham Knights. But you know how he has his guns and then he's melee. Kind of not in the same, but that's how it makes me feel in a sense.
Yeah, you
But
get
who you been running with?
Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn.
Deadshot was my go-to. I do like King Shark.
King Shark cool. Boomerang's hard to control.
I wish I got into Boomerang.
My only beef with him is he's hard to control. I plan on visiting all of the characters. So here's the fun thing, Jules, about this game is once you beat this story, here in March they're dropping a brand new all DLC is going to be free. The only thing you pay for is a battle pass, which is all cosmetics. So you want new suits and shit like that. There are some suits that can be earned in the game, but the battle pass has a bunch of cool like suits that you're probably going to want. But the DLC in the game, which they are going to continue to make DLC for this game, it is a live service game. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about it before it came out on the cons.
They're just going to continue to drop shit. And with the new DLC, you get a new villain, 2 chapters, and a reskinning of the map. So Joker's coming, so now it's going to be Joker themed. And you're going to get Joker villains. They have other villains in line. They have other characters you're going to play.
Bro, you're about to make me buy the game right now, bro.
Bro, Deathstroke being one of the characters coming that are going to be playable. Miss Freeze.
Playable?
Yeah, playable, bro. Playable, bro. Yeah, like this game, I don't know what they talking about.
Okay, how is he going to be different than Deadshot?
So one thing that was going on with Gotham Knights is that whenever they were talking about potentially releasing characters, there were more characters to play with in Gotham Knights, right? That was a conversation that was had for a little bit. They were going to release characters of similar movesets because all they'd have to do is basically reskin said character. Now, Deathstroke, I don't know if he's going to be just a reskin of Deadshot. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get some melee in the situation. But we'll see. We'll see.
So it's kind of, now that you said that, it reminded me of when they did Injustice. And this is probably what they will do, like the reskinning. So let's just say, Cheetah, the DC character Cheetah.
Cheetah Girls, remember that? No. Disney Channel, bitch. Go ahead.
Shout out to Raven.
She was a cheetah girl. That's crazy.
Yeah, she was. But
what the fuck? Go ahead.
Oh, what was I gonna say? So, but yeah, do you know the character Cheetah?
Bro. Yes, of course.
No, you don't. Anyway. But
this fucking guy.
But so as a DLC character, they did Vixen.
Yeah.
And what they did, they just gave her the same moveset, but gave her, a reskin. So it's Vixen,
right?
It's her voice, it's whatever, but it's the same moveset. So that'd be dope. I mean, if they did that, if people wanted Slade, as a voice character instead of.
Why you call him by his government like that? So.
Because he a bitch, he ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Yo, he actually has some bitch qualities that we're not going to discuss on this show that I don't agree
who would beat up the Teen Titans, bro?
Ain't even that, bro. He did some shit, boy, that I'm just like,
especially on was it Titans?
Let's
The
talk.
the
If you
live
talking about,
TV show Titans where Slade was on there?
I ain't even talking about. I'm gonna tell you after this, and you gonna understand what I'm talking about. He has some qualities that I just really don't can't stand with as a man.
Damn.
I liked Deathstroke, and then I caught the wind of this, and I was like, "Yo, you actually a weirdo." Uh, moving forward, but the game is phenomenal. Yeah, bro. Reskins. I mean, I'd be happy with that. What I'm most excited about is the reskinning of the maps, meaning like the
Yeah.
map will be fresh every 3 months. Like we'll have a new map. So I'm about halfway through the story right now. It's been cool. I've murdered 2 members of the Justice League. Cold blood. I do
So
my
when you
job.
say murder, is it for real murder?
So do you want me to tell you?
No. I just want to know: is there blood?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay. I just want to. Okay. Never. Okay. All right.
It's good. It's a good game.
Hey, you
It's
know what kind of made me mad, and especially they're gonna drop it during Black History. How
what the fuck are you
how
talking about?
because during the beta, the first Justice League member you kill is Green Lantern, and he's black.
No, sir.
Oh, it's not.
No, sir. You
Okay,
don't.
in the
That's
beta, in the
yeah.
beta, it
It's
was.
not what you think it is. So they cut it off on you. No, that's not at all the situation.
Okay, because that would have pissed me off.
That
Don't
actually
do
just
that.
ended up being. I thought that was the Green Lantern fight. It ended up just being another mission.
Okay, I was about to say
You
don't
don't fight
kill.
Green Lantern till far later.
Okay, good because
All
you
you do
can't be
is
the
fight some big guys in there,
right
and then you
because
leave.
all the black people die in the beginning of the movies anyway. They die first, so it's like during Black History Month is crazy.
Well, kids, this has been the Comic Cons podcast. Another great episode brought to you by Young Master Juwlz and King Castro X. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna try to go live. Yes, next week, next
Yes.
weekend. Next, it's my weekend, kids. It's Jewel. It's we're both off actually. It's our weekend, kids. So if it's not your weekend, fuck you. It's fine. Have a good day. But it's our weekend, kids. So next Tuesday, possibly 9 a.m., most likely 9 a.m., kids. We'll be back to talk to you all about comic books and people in underoos, kids. Jules, plug your stuff.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go check out Socks on or Off. I almost said Socks on or Off Comic Cons. Socks on or
Dang.
Off. Socks on or Off podcast. Great stuff. I'm trying to move away from the norm because I feel like I've been talking about relationships for a while on the podcast. So I'm just
Mhm.
trying to get away from that shit. Probably drop some fatherhood stuff, some growth and development, just some different shit that I'd done previously on the pod, but just want to start moving in that direction. We don't want to, think about the past. I have this new acronym now, guys, called MAF, MAF, moment and future. Live in the moment and plan for the future. The past is nothing we can revisit. We can learn from it, but I feel like we take those lessons with us every day, so we don't have to look back there. Live in the moment, because if you don't, you're missing shit that you know is beneficial to your life. You're missing opportunities with friends, family, etc. But also do things in that moment that is planning for your future. So here in a little bit, we're about to go to the gym. We're going to be in that moment, but in 10 years, we're going to thank ourselves for doing that. So socks on or off, may your pain be champagne, all that fun shit.
Yes, sir, kids. Go check out Socks On or Off podcast. Go check out the Comic Cons podcast on all streaming platforms, kids, but specifically subscribe to the YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, go check out us on all social media. Sorry, I went blank, guys.
That's
I
all
did.
right, man.
Go
It's been a
check out
while.
all social platforms, Comic Cons podcast. That is COMICKHANS podcast, kids. Also, go check out Pomegranate Boys Lift and watch me get a sweet pump. Oh yeah, brother. Soon to come. More content. Check me out, King Castro X Gaming on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. This has been fun. I'm glad we finally did this again. I'm not gonna lie, I've been tired though this entire episode. So hopefully next week, kids, I'll bring more and more and more energy for you guys. Jules, you're beautiful. You're handsome. I love you, baby. Good job. And without further ado, kids, say the thing.
May your pain be champagne.
And we're out. Gun noises. Yes, sir.